and this is Sea Life. Welcome back to our channel. Today I am going to be sewing up some some cushion covers for my son Jacob's little tiny house. It's almost time for his birthday, and we're going to surprise him by finishing up his furniture in his little tiny house, and this is a big part of it. So I wanted to show you guys kind of how I'm going along. First off, I took a body pillow case, and I just cut the ends out, and I'm going to just use some hot glue or whatever to finish these little seams at the ends. And then I took a regular pillowcase and I cut it in half, and they will be finishing out the little ends. So it's gray and a little gray and Indian sort of pattern, and that will be his top cushion, and then he'll have solid gray for his bottom cushions. And we came up with these cushions by taking a foam bed and just cutting it into different parts. And we have 3 different parts for 3 different benches or 2 different benches and a back cushion. And that's going to work out perfectly. So we're pretty excited about this. And you may be able to tell my room is kind of messed up here. I don't have a whole lot of space for my sewing because a lot of our other projects stuff has come in, and we're just trying to keep up here. And also very soon we got the poles in for our windmill last night, and so we're really excited. But I'm going to sit down here and just sew up some of the edges on these pillowcases. So before getting started with my actual material, I'm going to take some just a tea towel is what I'm going to use, and I'm just going to make some runs with my sewing machine and see if my stitches are just right or not. And I happen to have a Singer 1 sewing machine, and it's got all kinds of cool little buttons and stuff. It's not the newest model, but it has been a beautiful sewing machine. And I'm just going to find the foot pad here. And it just set me up here. I'm just going to be sure I have bobbin thread and everything. Looks like we're in business. And I'm just going to see how those stitches are coming out and if they're going to be what I want them to be. Let's see. So we're just going to, looks like that looks like the stitching started out a little funny, but it tightened up, and I don't know if I think that's a little too tight or not. No, I think this will work actually. So I'm going to go ahead and get my scissors and cut this off and begin on my project. And I'm going to give a shout out soon to someone that I adore in crafting. And if you haven't watched it before, you can get a lot of really cool ideas from Sparkling Char. So y'all head over and see Sparkling Char's channel. I'm sure you will enjoy it as much as I do. She does a lot of different crafting, and she gets a lot of her crafting materials very inexpensively, which is right up my alley. So here we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try turn this wrong side out. See, that was sewed up as a pillowcase before. And it had been one of those pillowcases that had a seam folded on top of one fold on top of the other. And so it's going to make a perfect little. So basically all I have to do is pretty much hem it. And I'm going to make kind of a thin hem here. This side actually. And I didn't, you know, I'm not the greatest seamstress, but you know, in a pinch, I can do things, and that's what seems to matter for me. And so I'm going to do about a 1/2 inch little, and I really should have probably ironed this first, but I just don't have that sort of patience. So here goes Toby in her sewing. I'm going to take a few stitches, and then I'm going to back up. Reverse, let's see. Okay. No, it's not reverse. Okay. Let's see. I have forgotten what reverse is. I may have to get the manual out. You know what you can do, you can always just lift the lever and go back over it. Back up a little bit and go back over it. And that's still, see, that was your stitch. Guiding this just right along the foot, so I can actually trim it up and finish the edges of this seam. And I haven't seen a lot of sewing channels yet, so Sparkling Sharp and Creativity with Donna are some of the channels, crafting channels that I've been watching, and I do enjoy. So, let's see now, let's take a look here. And what I'm going to do is put it on my pillowcase, and I think I'm going to mark the little corners and then see if I need to work with them to sew them to be a precise size fit on my ends. So we're going to leave these so that he can actually take off the pillowcases and wash them if he needs to as well. So here's the corner that I've tucked in just by pressing my hand down in it, and I'm just going to take a little liquid stitch and I'm going to put right in that little crease, and I'm going to press it over like that, and then I may go back and actually stitch it with the machine. At the end of the sew day, I've got 2 cushions completed. Yay! I'm so excited.